Please indulge me for a couple of minutes. I thank you in advance for your patience and understanding. I promise I won't be too long, and I hope I don't bore you. Not just on her birthday, not just on Mother's Day, not just on Valentine's Day or Christmas Day, but I love my mother on President's Day. I love my mother on Election Day, on Labor Day, Independence Day, Columbus Day, Earth Day, Memorial Day, Flag Day, Groundhog's Day, April Fool's Day, New Year's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and yes, even on Father's Day. Welcome to Yimbo. Welcome to Yimbo Reviews Everything, everybody. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo. Welcome to my channel, Yimbo Reviews Everything, and this is the special Mother's Day edition. I have a very special guest backstage waiting, so I'm going to keep this part brief. But yes, that was part of Mr. T's WWE Hall of Fame induction speech, for those of you that might have recognized that. And today I got to see both number one, celebrate my wife, the amazing mother of my two adorable kids, and hopefully she felt appreciated today. That was all we were trying to do. And then from there, we got to see my mother-in-law, then we got to see my mom. And while we were over at my parents' house, she ended up texting me this picture because, as I've talked about on the stream many times before, she realizes it now how she was definitely a core influence in my love of toys. So she went digging through photo albums and then sent this to me after I got home with her and me, just enjoying some toys. So thanks for indulging me, everybody. I hope all of you, we all have mothers out there. I hope you were able to enjoy your day. And yes, let's bring in my special guest host tonight. Here he is. You know him and love him. We want Cody. TooMuchNewToys. What's up, man?
That was beautiful, man. Not a dry eye in the house. Shout out to your mom for enabling all of this.
All of this. That was definitely her goal, was to try to find like the early enabling picture. So it was as close. Like that. The funny thing too, Cody, is like growing up, she had there was a stretch of time because she's a teacher too. She's been retired, but she taught for 30 plus years, but she did have a stay-at-home stretch. She had me, and then she did go back to work briefly, then had my sister, then got to spend like 5 to 8 years home. So it was really nice that she was able to do that. And I don't know where I'm going with this now. It's just, it was just really, but that's right. Part of that, now I remember. So part of her also maintaining, because this is something that I've talked to my wife about, especially when you have like little kids. Like our kids are starting to get older now. They're going to be in kindergarten in September, but you do kind of lose your own sense of identity. And I was able to maintain mine through my toy journey this whole time. But again, as much as I strive to be an equal parent, it's definitely still like she takes the lion's share of like the household stuff and the kid things, and she's just more organized. I'm not trying to say it's just like it comes naturally to her. I have to work harder at it, but she's just on top of, like just the lunches every day, just all the things, and my mom, part of her like still pursuing a passion of hers was learning about photography. So what we note, I know, see how funny is this, is all these things come around, like again, all of our good and bad stems from childhood, right? so
awesome.
Yeah,
cool. What a small world,
right? So
did she ever give you tips or
no, because it was just like she took some classes and she got herself a fancy camera, and we were her subjects. So cool. What she noticed today when we were flipping through photo albums is that she has all these like really beautiful pictures of like me and my sister as little kids, but she was taking them. So she wasn't in she's like, oh, there's you with toys, but not me. Like, she's like, I must have been behind the camera. Like, yeah.
that's the downside. They need like a constant, like how like I do videos where it's like you do like the dual recording.
Yes.
Every photo you take needs to be like using both cameras.
Well, mine would be like,
That's the magic.
Right. But yeah, man. So I hope you also had a wonderful day and just
It was
and just
pretty good. I'm probably
enjoyed the
not as
weekend.
good a son as you, but the flip side is to make the good kids look better, you need bad kids like me to help you truly shine.
Well, last time you were on, we found out that you're the baby, right? So
True. So
yeah.
as the youngest, I can do no wrong ever.
That's what I
So
was about to say. So you're good,
I'm
man.
permanently covered.
Well, let's say hi to the
Oldest
chat. We already got some friends in the house. Here's Josh Brown Toys. I love this. I pledge allegiance to the flag of Yimbo. It's true. I still
should start every show with the you need to write up a Yimbo pledge.
I did a lullaby for the toy pick community. So yeah, I should come up with a pledge to Yimbo. I like it. Turtles Nerd 88 into the house. What's going on, man? Just so you know, we will be talking obviously lots of Ninja Turtles tonight. Trix Blacks 95. What's going on? Hello, hello. Wyatt Smith's in the house. How you doing, Conversation Collectibles? There's my boy Jay Shot. Ahoy, ahoy. Our collective boy. Our collective boy. How you doing? And just a reminder, everybody, that in case you missed it last night, I was hoping to join, but part of the whole life of just, being alive and having responsibilities, I spent like 3 hours doing yard work yesterday. And even though my wife was going down, like by the time I got done setting up my little like Mother's Day gift presentation, I was trying to do like a little Christmas morning for my wife. It was already 9:20, and I just sent the message that I was just like, you guys are already on. Have a great stream. Love you. Like, so anyway, if you're missing, if you want to look for something to listen to pass the time tomorrow, J Shot Macho, I saw Henrock was on there, Cheney 180, but they did it previously on X-Men, so they did a whole little thing. And maybe by the end of this stream, Cody and I will be chit-chatting spoilers about X-Men 2, so we'll have to see. Josh Brown ditching my wife for this. Well, I hope we'll make it worth your while, buddy. And you know what? Real quick, again, Josh, thank you for spreading the word about tonight's stream. And as always, everybody, like I know we've been shouting him out, but Josh Brown Customs. If you go to his website, you could use the code Toy Daddies for 20% off. And I also the Josh Brown Toy Store. Here we go. He's got a lot of killer sales up. He just posted a bunch of different things. I was actually thinking about reaching out to him about a couple of these. So, did some of the ones to go already? I think some of the ones I was looking at were gone. That's okay. There's a lot of toys. But anyway, so Josh Brown, again, amazing dude. And so can't recommend him enough if you're in the market for some stuff. Love your mom's on Harper Day. There you go. Katie's Toys, what's going on? Happy Sunday, dude. Marcus E, happy Mother's Day, and hope you had a great weekend, buddy. Thanks for being here. Messy Photography, hello. Clintastic 4, yeah, man. We'll do a little X-Men talk, I think. Rob's Pop View, what's up, man? My boy Samurai Chris, how you doing, brother? And there we go. We got a Cody. Hashtag we want Cody.
Yo.
That's right. J Shot is everyone's boy. Yep, that's right. Oh, and there's my mom. How you doing, mama? Although you're on Facebook, that doesn't help the algorithm over here on YouTube. But just kidding. There's my man Diggs Figs. That's a giant right there, global icon and national treasure. How you doing, Ryan? And Josh said, I just put some painted pieces on the website. Actually, all right, very cool. We'll have to check that out. And yep, Josh Brown heart you too. That's right. So yeah. All right, so Cody, how was your week, buddy? How's everything going?
Pretty good. Toy-wise, I've caught up to all the Pizza Club turtles.
Yes.
Am I going to break your heart, make you jealous, Yimbo? But
no, I told you I've made I'm very happy you're enjoying them. You started cracking them open. I shared out your latest video, so you're doing a great job posting stuff to your YouTube channel. I saw Captain McKay. He's been, again, I recommend him for all sorts of reasons, but over on Instagram, he's been doing little story reviews, and he was glowing about the Raphael size, how they're like larger and more cartoony, and he just thinks they ultimately work a little bit better than the previous iterations. So
I was delighted to learn, and I'm sure everybody is like incredibly obvious, but I didn't realize the heads swapped off too.
Yeah.
So
well, I didn't
expression between all four of them.
That's how my Turtles in Disguise set is. which again was one of the huge selling pieces. And that's like when I unboxed it with Autumn Night on my stream. He's like, dude, go check it. And it's like infinite possibility. Well, not infinite, but you know what I mean?
Like, it's so cool. Because I was a little bummed.
Yeah.
I was like, well, you only get like one look per face. So like they really skimped. But now realizing that they stuck to the switcheroo.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
wild.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I didn't realize that until your reels. So there you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's the TooMuchNewToys in the house. What's going on, Matt? And Cal the Collector. Hey, Cody's here, buddy. Cody's here. I know you love a good Cody
Cal's
time.
one of my biggest supporters.
Yep. And then let's see what else. Josh Brown says, anybody else glad that Hall of Fun is over? We're gonna be opening. I know. Did you end up doing Kirby yet?
I haven't. I have because I'm serially behind, but I could open them right along with you. Dual Kirby. Can the universe handle it?
Beautiful. So we're gonna have to do some Kirby talk tonight. The other Holothon thing that came in for me, I was super excited. So I looked at, like it went up on the site, like what was that, 2 weeks ago? So it had just arrived for me. So I know someone on the stream here had mentioned helping me out, but yeah, I got to let you know that I was able to get him through the app. And then Diggs is still. He has a potential pizza Donatello for me, so I just have to figure out what I can offer him in a trade. So Ryan,
if you need one, I could get you one too. I'm sure my stores have been stocked really good.
Yeah, I told you, like even Toy Father ended up like finding the whole everything. Like his target was magically stocked, and
I don't know if they've just been stocking better or if the general decline folks are talking about is starting to really happen, but.
I don't know. I think like there's those of us that are like toy guys, and then of course we compete with the scalpers. So like there's those of us that would want it first and fastest, so we can open them up, talk about them, and take pictures, all the good things.
Like day one.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Yeah. But like really, like the last few times they do eventually show up, and even my boy Lago Figs from Toy Migos, he posted something where. It was a lot of older stuff too showing up. Like
they've done some, and I know like Bebop and Rocksteady. That technically that's like a little bit of an update because I believe they changed the paint a little bit and the articulation or like the joints.
Yep.
So they've been doing some of those. Yeah, it's been interesting.
That's the one that I had Toy Father pick up for me. So I told him, and he said Donatello, and I was like. I still said no because I'm still so that's the thing, Ryan. I'm still like I'm not saying I won't trade with you, but if Diggs, if someone else is like desperate for it, like I've made my peace because it's really just the bow staff. That's all. It's so silly of me, but it's just the bow staff. That's all I want. So yeah, I'm being good. I'm trying to be good because my total. Well. It sounds so ridiculous, but I say it all the time. Like the only stuff I buy myself these days, literally, are toys, and it's been like that for the last 4 years. Like I rarely buy a new video game. I don't buy any new clothes. All my
clothes until like they're literally falling apart, and you realize.
Yes, dude. All right. So this is like stupid grown up. Like oh my god, but like I developed a corn on my inside pinky toe, which was very painful this past week when it finally, I was like, oh my God, I looked at it. I was like, oh no, that's like a thing. What is that on my foot?
Yep. I've had one of those. You realize in horror, like it could happen to you folks. It's
real. And Cody, it's so sad, but so 2014, so literally 10 years ago is when one of my hobbies that I got into was like, I was looking at Reddit, like male fashion advice and like the frugal, like all that stuff. So I started getting like classic male stuff that like, so I bought a wardrobe, and like a lot of my sneakers, like all my shoes are from 10 years ago. And even though I've been rotating them, like I don't wear one, so like they've lasted me. Clearly,
I wear one pair of shoes into the ground, but if you have multiple and you rotate them, they could last a long time.
Right. So I had like a nice, like I became like, I called myself a hype baby, like not a hype beast, but like I bought some like Yeezys and other like,
sneaker game.
Yeah, for tiny little bit. And so all my shoes are 10 years old, and now I have a corn and I hate everything. So I need to buy at least a new pair of sneakers.
Now you need like Dr. Scholl's now is what you're hunting for at Walmart.
Yeah, and look, I'm gonna jump down to random Rick reviews. That is a decade ago. That's what I'm saying. It shook me when I realized that was 10 years. When it actually was like, well, whatever. I can't believe it's 2004. Oh.
That's the horrors of time. Yeah, when you truly start to comprehend like decades of consciousness, like real consciousness. There's no going back from that.
It's brutal. But that is a great question, Josh. Yeah, Coda, are you happy that it's now? Did you get everything you wanted out of Holathon? Did you get all the things or no, you just
No, I got the Pizza Club turtles kind of slowly. Very early on I got Baxter and Kirby.
Yeah.
There's some of the other Mirage stuff I do want to get, and like the Sinja 2-pack.
That one looks really awesome. That was super tempting.
Because technically I already have Sinjas, so it's not like I need them. They're just like color swaps. So I'll probably pick them up at some point. I was hoping maybe we'd get like the Mikey and Donnie Ronin drops, but no.
Oh, true.
I probably will get Punk Turtles too. So like Machu had a comment that's
okay.
Like, I need
I
need those Punk Turtles because the hair is so cool, but then he further tempted me. So
well, that's what Machu does. By the way, we have a Jukebox Hero. What's up, man? How you doing? KJ Smith in the house. What's going on? Happy Sunday, dude. And what do you mean you didn't realize that? I told you that, Yimbo. I know. The problem is that with the Pizza Club is the faces. If you want all the options, you had to buy all the new turtle stuff. Right.
That's how they get you.
Yep, and like one of the new mouthpieces is in the Punk pack.
I was shocked with the Punk Turtles, and for me, they display them with like the glasses faces, which are obviously like probably the most standard. But they don't even advertise that you get the Punk heads. You can't see them on the packaging. If it was me, they'd be wearing the Punk heads.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
I know. It's still a tempting set. If like that's another one I did actually have an opportunity to like in the app, and so for me, and this again, like when I was saying this is going back to like what I only spend my money on toys and diorama, like all figure things. So like I always say I'm very fortunate to be able to afford what I can afford, and it sounds silly because but again, part of it is being a toy guy and talking about and all of that. So like there's that itch to buy stuff. So anyway, over on the Toy Pick community with the Toy Daddies, we have our like Toy Daddy 100 that we're trying to curb ourselves a little bit better because we are well aware that we have addictive personalities when it comes to this stuff.
Like, you reach a point. Like, this room used to have bare walls at one point, just a few short years ago.
Yeah, exactly. This basement used to be empty, and actually, I did get approval from my wife. I have a YouTube video idea. I have the script. It's going to be a different type of video, more of like a general toy collector style, that like different presentation, a little bit more of me in it, and I wanted to show off my space. And if I think I have some pictures from when we moved in, because it's not a very big room. Like I know I said when you hear basement, you think big. This is like a bedroom sized, and it's totally to the max. So,
I've seen some old pictures, and it's like you see a bare wall, and you're like, wow, what is that like? And then I think I'm to the point, and I don't know if because I love packaging, I love saving it. And that's why like bubbles are a problem. But I think up to the point where I'm going to throw away like the plastic mold part to hold them, fold the boxes, and then just put the figures in totes.
That's not a bad idea either.
I kind of want to get to a point where it's like the room becomes empty again, and I fill it with like new stuff.
Yeah. See, there's always that, man. Like that's.
But then you get to the point where you're like, now it's a cool background, and I can't go back to white. So maybe I'll take a picture of it and do a green screen.
Oh, true. You could always pull it. Yeah. Oh man, but yeah. So I'm at like 78 right now.
78, and so that's until what happens at 100?
Nothing. Like Chris and I, Toy Father and I are the ones that are like, we're blowing. We know we're gonna blow past it.
That's till the end of the year, right?
Yeah, and that means
there's only what, 7 months?
It's so sad because like
how
there's
much could release between now and then? How much?
everything, Cody. Like it's gonna be because Comic-Con, so San Diego Comic-Con is gonna be tough to like not.
Is that July?
July. That's July. I bought my plane ticket, everybody. So there you go. It's happening. So that I already know that could easily fill up the rest of my 100. And then there's gonna be New York Comic Con and then Legion's Con. Like I'm gonna go over. Like there's not really. It's more of just to not have it be what it was for Chris and I, especially last year.
I think in any case, it's interesting just to track it. There's something like I need to get back into it, but there was a few years where I was trying to read like 50 books, watch 50 movies a year.
Right.
And a lot of years I did, but other years you didn't. But there's something cool about like keeping track of it. Like even just you write down a list and you can look back like, oh yeah, I saw this. So I do think it is, and I don't know how detailed you're documenting it all, but I think it is very cool to be that aware of things because you just get stuff and it kind of just blips by. But the act of like thinking about it, I think changes it and makes it better in some way.
Yeah, oh, for sure. So like the last couple of years I was doing spreadsheets. I'm gonna fill in a spreadsheet but for this one, just to make sure I was keeping myself honest, I'm just doing old school. Like I have a old 90s style composition notebook, and I have my like big Ghost bad Rider. Buys, Amazon. I literally have Machu's toys with everything he's got.
Are you keeping like the dollars spent?
Not yet. That'll be.
That
at
would
the
be
end
fun
of the year,
because people are like, "How much does your collection cost?" And it's
that's at the end of the year for tax
nice
purposes.
Like, I don't know, I don't collect for value, but I think if we had to look back and be like, "Oh, I spent $2,000."
Yeah, no, I do because the last couple of years, that's been part of all of this pursuing the whole YouTube thing.
That's why you're climbing the ranks of YouTube and
trying, man,
big bucks to subsidize it all.
Well, that would help. It would definitely help and take a little bit of
folks. Send Yimbo toys if you had all connection to a toy company. Help a man out.
It does
family to feed.
I will say, whenever I do get a company site, that doesn't count towards the list. So that's just that's separate. That doesn't count in my eyes. So these are 100.
I think that's fair,
right? I gotta have some wiggle room. Diggs Figs, oh, look at that. Diggs met up with Jukebox on Saturday thanks to this stream. Yimbo bringing the community together. I love that. Oh man, that's so awesome. Speak of the devil, what's going on, Captain McKay? How you doing, man? By the way, Captain McKay did a voiceover thing it's a video called Vampire, but Cap, I was not able to find it on YouTube. So if you could send me the link directly, like I know you had it posted in your store, but I would love to watch it. So just as an FYI. Let's see. Captain McKay says, I'm still opening Hall of Fun stuff little by little. Can't tell if it's because I'm excited to get it open or if it's because the boxes take up so much space.
Yeah, there's a point. Part of the trouble in like you get all these new toys, and I talk of this a lot with Jay, tmnt 1987. Mm-hmm. Like we get all this stuff, but you don't take time. He's like big on like taking time to enjoy them.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes you just have to open them just to be like, because it's funny, like you're like, and I'm sure you have the same thing where you like rush out. I gotta hunt it, and then you'll sit on it for like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, man. It goes
just that rush of getting it, and then you're like, no.
Yeah, like unparalleled. Unparalleled talks about the pile. We've talked about the pile. Like I have the unbox, but that's what's also been helping me. Like yesterday, I took my daughter a little shopping. We went to Walmart just to see if I could pick up any last second things for Mother's Day, and of course, we stopped at the toy aisle. And they had these Sega classic figures or Sega Genesis.
I was tempted by those too. Like
for $10, I was like, It was Axel from Streets of Rage.
Yeah. It's like and $10. That's the danger threshold where you're like, it'd be crazy not to buy it.
I was like, oh, butterfly joints on Axel.
Yeah, that's Jack specific, right?
It probably because it was in that Jack's. It was next to the Mario toys and everything. So
yeah. They do impressive stuff for $10, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I like that Link figure. That in the Zelda, I have those two.
Yeah, but I think I have a Mario and then I have a Diddy who comes with like a DK barrel and stuff.
Yeah,
and I've been I think they do the Sonic lines too, generally, right?
Right. So it was very like I had both of them, and there was a few different versions of it, or I mean, just like option. I had them in hands.
I saw,
Yeah,
because you
I
posted
couldn't do
about
it
it,
though.
right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
maybe,
It was
yeah,
just.
yeah.
But I put them back because honestly, what stopped me was the 4.5-inch scale. Because Axel, like he would look like a child next to anybody, you know.
Yeah,
And,
that's a tough thing, because then,
you know,
especially when you're doing photos, like
yeah. So I was
you
able
like
to
force
like stop.
perspective.
It was a little too it was a little too much of a stretch. And again, I couldn't justify buying them for my son because he would have no idea. You know, like if I can, that's another little wiggle room that like Chewy and I have, where it's like,
Oh,
well,
it's like, oh,
technically,
it's really for the kids. It's for
yeah.
I'm doing it for the kids.
So I couldn't even pretend. Um, let's see. Pretty great. Turns out, bought the Toon Turtle set just for the spinning chucks. There you go.
Telling you,
And
and
then
that spinning bow, like
yeah,
this is, you don't realize, like you see it, but look how mesmerizing that is.
you're just trying to make me jealous. Come
You
on, I've been
need it,
trying to
Yimbo.
behave, man.
It's so cool. There
It
are some,
really
I've
is.
seen some folks who do, they've done like a resin copy of it, so you could get like the resin version and like paint
Okay.
it. I don't know how
Hmm.
cheap that would turn out being, but
It just, I
man,
mean, it looks
imagine
awesome.
if they did spinny effects for all the turtles. Can you imagine what a crazy lock that would have been? Spinny size, spinny
Yeah.
swords. I don't care. Go for it.
I mean, that was one of the big reasons. I still have my turtles, my Mezco set back there, and they all have a different like effect thing on. Like I have the Leo
Yeah.
doing the double swipes and Donnie's
It's
bow
so cool.
staffs
It's
thing,
just
and
so cool. Because like
yeah,
otherwise, when you're taking photos, you have to do, like do all sorts of craziness. Like I did one
yeah,
picture and then like I like you remove the background and it kind of messed it up, but it makes it look more spinny.
yeah.
It's so cool. It's the coolest thing ever.
Well, Matt pointed out that the punk pack has double jointed elbows. Yeah, it makes me mad that the Pizza Club has single elbows.
You
Yeah,
know,
that would have been another thing that would have maybe pushed me over the edge, like an update like that. Because I still like my Turtles in Disguise set, and it's for how often I use them in photography. I like I said, I can't keep just. There's too many great toys out there, and I have to, I'm still trying to save for this Comic-Con, or now pay off both my lodgings and and now plane ticket.
yeah, it's a lot. It's interesting how like, because this is a pretty old buck at this point, right?
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe they've changed like the leg joints or something, but
I heard the legs move nicer. I did hear that. But yeah, double jointed. I mean, again, not everything needs it. Like you and I have had that conversation, but
yeah,
I
for
don't know.
sure.
For the turtle sets that I have double jointed, it's nicer. They are
The
action
one thing
characters.
for me that I would say, not necessarily the joints, but it's like, because you have Ronin Raph at least, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And Leo's the similar way where it's kind of, you can tell it's just like a new body style for them, where it's like the shell and like the plastron has like a give to it,
yeah.
double jointed. To
Right.
me, I would love to see them do cartoon turtles with that kind of body in mind.
Yes.
Because these ones do feel like, and I get it, like they're getting their money's worth out of these for sure. But
Right.
you do feel like, because these got to be like a decade old, maybe. Maybe I'm crazy.
Nah.
Or 5 years at least.
At the least 5 years, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I even saw in the Lagofigs thing, the 4-pack that came out after the Turtles in Disguise, where it was like not the disguise set, the green was a little different, and it was like different accessories in there. They had the spitting chucks. Even that was like out on the shelf. Like I'm telling you, it was like a time capsule. It was very interesting.
If that's too, if like times like this, like they had like stuff in the back that they never paid attention to, or like the infamous like vendors they have didn't get to it, and so the employees are just like, let's put this out too. I wonder like how much that happens.
That has to be the case, because it definitely lifted something like where it was like specific reps that had to go and put the stuff on the shelves, and then I think that's changed within the last year or so. So yeah, I guarantee.
Off and on. I think they still do it, and some stores are just like, this is never going to happen, so they stock it. Or
yeah. No, I'm with you. By the way, Josh Brown's into the Yimbo basement tour. All right, I'm telling you, good guys. It's good. I was thinking about it, so it's gonna happen. I have the script. Like I said, it's gonna be a little different than my usual, just off the cuff. Here's 5 minutes of me rambling about a toy. Captain McKay says I really love the color scheme of the Pizza Club ones too.
Yeah, they're really nice. I like the.
I would like to know the difference. I guess it's a darker green. I'm looking at I could find Donnie up on my turtle shelf.
Like it's dark, and then they still have the shell shading, but it's like it's dark enough where it's not like glaringly obvious. So I think you got to go dark, and it's the matte finish too.
Yeah, the matte's nice.
These are the only Toon turtles I've had. I have 2 of the arcade turtles,
and that's a different animal altogether too, because that's they came out before all of those other ones, right? I feel like were they the original molds for all of these, or were they after?
Well,
or around the same time. I can't even.
Probably the same time, because they also have like the old beakier heads, like before they updated to the more toony, that kind of head. I don't know what they would be called, but yeah, probably yeah.
Oh, I remember
somewhere in there.
My my nephew Mikey has the Michelangelo, from that Turtles in Time set.
That's pretty cool, and it has spinning chucks.
It does, yeah. But man, that was hard to pose, just because I was like, oh, dude, because he's so. I was like, he needed team heat, man. I was like, this is rough. I'm like, we gotta heat these ankles up. I'm gonna snap a joint.
That's why, it's interesting. I think they've changed that body a little bit. Like this one's definitely smoother, so they've learned some things. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. But yeah, the arcade ones are really rough. I was afraid I was going to break all of them when I opened them.
I know. Yeah, that was. But again, that just shows how NECA's been like. They really have been doing an excellent job of doing updates, listening to the community, and again, I keep any of their new stuff. I just am always like just amazed by how good they're getting. Matt says, "LOL, I used to contain my collection into one room. Now it's all on the first floor. New stuff is now in the living room. Living room crunch or couch? Oh, couch. There it is. Yep." Oh, Josh Brown flogging at 100. That. Oh, virtual.
You did the 50 before. There was stakes to it, right?
Not even that was more.
Because we were trying to like offset and lower your number. Is there any like number
we still haven't
lowering in this go round?
No, that was the thing. The 52, we had all those little wrinkles, like we could sell stuff and get back spots, or do giveaways and get back spots, and like this is just a pure 100 figure. So like that's what I think is kind of neat. Again, like we all have our opinions about what what's important to us, and etc. But that means like these 100 figures I really want to have in my collection, so it especially now it's like crunch time, and that's why Altered Beast and Axel was like, no man, I can't risk those two
sometimes
spots.
You just want it. It's fun to buy things. Let's get real.
Yeah.
Like it's
for
fun
sure
to have something new, whatever it is. Sometimes it's fun to go to the store and you're like, I bought lint rollers.
Yeah,
I got new lint.
Yeah, you're not. These are no lies. This is no lies detected, Cody. I'm with you, man. Captain McKay said, I did that spreadsheet with prices in 2022. I did not repeat that mistake in 2023. That's funny. What were you going to say, Cody?
I think it's the kind of thing you can't. It's like be watching a train wreck where you can't help but look. But
yeah, like I said, it's
you quantify it down, and you're like, what else could I put that money into?
Well, like when people, I know it's tough juggling, like a full-time job, family, and then all of the doing, like the toy stuff. But for me, like I said, like that's what keeps me going, like I might only, I might take a couple days off of like posting a photo, for example, but then I'm still working on videos for YouTube or reels or shorts and all that stuff. So it keeps me moving.
Going to like bars or stuff, so it's it's swapping out. Like I don't go out to eat a lot. I don't get like, I used to, there was a time I was getting McDonald's all the time, but
yeah, no, I know. So it's a give and take. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just love the toys too much. Like that's really what it comes down to for me always, is like I get so much enjoyment of opening new toys.
It's super fun. Like I totally get it, and I've been getting back into like actually playing with them again. So
yeah. Trust me, we're gonna talk about that for sure. So Omega 1113, happy Sunday, man. He says, open your toys because years later, when you decide to open them later and they fall apart. That's true.
That's true.
By the way,
like after years of like hot, cold, like it does something different in the plastic. Yeah, that's when you're like,
well, even
like my arcade turtles, like parts fell off. Like and I think they're meant to come off necessarily, but you could tell like it had been so long that just like stuff was just coming off.
All right, I meant to show you this. Can I reach? That's some NECA stuff falling out. But Cody, this was the dollar store. This is just the Rubbermaid take along.
Like, because I've seen you talk about. I think you talked about it once. The whole like Michael's photo album thing.
Yeah. So I haven't done that one yet, just because I started investing in these other takeout tubs, and then there's these at Walmart they have like they're taller, so I can't reach those at the moment. I'm trying to think if there's anything around.
Because I thought it'd be cool, because I've been starting to think, you know, like where I talked about like you take them out, you fold the boxes, right? Because like I like the boxes, so I want to keep those, but it's like you don't need like the plastic bubble in it or whatever. Maybe get rid of that.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking like, because I want like a nice, neat way to have them all. Because when I was a kid, you know how you had like the big tote, and I would just like throw all my toys in there. Stuff would get broke, stuff would get lost, and like it was fun because on Saturday morning I'd be like digging through, and you just forget what you have and what accessories are which. I could do that where it's like you put them all in bags.
This is my son's Pokemon, because I had to buy him one of those things, and just all of his Pokemon are in there. And then the other day he's like, Dad, could you glue this? I'm like, all right, man. Like, you got to take better care of your toys.
That's one of the Pokemon I actually know.
Oh, yeah, what's his name? I don't even know.
Absol. I think it's
Absol. Okay. Yeah. He so far surpasses me in Pokemon knowledge at this point. Like,
I think we're probably, if we haven't surpassed it, we're at 1,000 or close to 1,000.
Oh my god! You know? Now he's talking about regional form and the shiny. So I'm like, I have no, dude. I'm like,
yeah, there's 1,025 Pokemon. Yeah, they've gone. They because when they do new games, they don't necessarily always do like totally new stuff. They'll do like alternate versions of Pokemon, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, which he's now all into.
But Mega forms.
Yeah. And Gigantamax, he lives. Anyway, so Cody, that Michael's photo case thing is especially great for Marvel Legends and GI Joe. So like average size.
I was thinking like the turtles are just too thick.
Yeah, so I think. Let me see if I can get one. Hang on. I'm gonna do a lot of turtles. I'm doing it. Hang on. Oh. So, see, when you guys see the basement tour, I'm going to show off, like, the stack of...
Well, your leftovers.
Yeah. So, these are from Walmart. And see how it's thicker? It's taller?
Oh, interesting. And so you just...
So, this might... And it's raised up a little bit, too. So, you do have a little... I don't have a turtle right... Oh, no, I have the Mesco turtle. Maybe that can help. Let me see if... Oh, no, this one's all full. There's all Spiro stuff in there.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm very much interested in, like consolidating everything into a bin. But it's like, how do you keep it organized if you want to get back to it without having to, like, dig through?
Well, that's how I've been doing it when it comes to... And it's such a bummer, too. It breaks my heart because it's like my... like SHF, my Mafex, Mafex.
Because it's super fun to just have it like on the shelf.
Yeah. So like, but then I worry about like, those are the prettier ones, to be honest, right? Those are the ones I really love looking at. But then, like, there's always that chance that they fall. And I do have my Mezcos displayed. Like, Mezcos would fit in those things too. But my Mezcos and like Legends, my NECA stuff, a couple of McFarlane things. Like, that's what's up on my shelves in the off chance that they fall or there's an earthquake.
How about you would get, like, see-through mesh to cover the gaps?
Yeah.
Like a net.
Yes, I would need something like that. But yeah, so all of my
or just do, like, plastic wrap, like saran wrap, you know? Just do a layer of saran.
This is Well, I guess now you're just describing like the poor man's IKEA Detolf.
Hey man, so like look that way, like then like you just need if you need to redo it,
Yeah, yeah. That's
could be something.
that's too funny. Just cracking up. All right, so let's see. Messi. All right, hold on. Let's see. It's been 5 here. Yeah, all right. Cracking me up, Cody. Captain McKay said it's been 5 years since the Target 2-packs, and those were after the SDC ones. I bet those turtles have been referenced. Okay, so 6+ years. That's what we were talking about. That like mold. Okay, that's what you referenced. Messi said, "How many new brands do you think you start getting in a year? Just in these 6 months, I got into Mezco, Revoltech, YOLO, and so many others. For me, I know I'm a toy dabbler, so like, literally, it's." Yeah, I like Messi. I'm with you, man. There's just so much good stuff out there. I mean, just this year alone. I mean, Savage Crucible today, FYI, guys, is the last day of their pre-sale. On their website. So I've still been looking at 2, the Royal Guard and Nin Perin or something like that. But like he's like the big armored dragon looking guy. But just so you guys know, because then these go up to from $39.99 to $49.99, like at Big Bad. So this is with the Spearow armor on. And Cody, no heat. Their feet actually just pop off. So the Spearow stuff really worked well. Yeah, so I was able to get all of this. He's all geared up with Spearow stuff, but of course they sell their own accessory packs too.
How cool would it be if there's like a standard like peg joint across all the makers? If they just all embraced a standard.
This is why. I mean, I do have Blue Tack handy. For the time, like literally, here's a little wad of it.
Or if like the head joint doesn't quite fit.
And then like Agent Gomez, so Jake's been on the stream before, and he was just on Between Two Sentinels, but he showed once a reel where if you put you fill it with hot glue, then put saran wrap, and then put the peg, and then when it dries, you could take the saran wrap out, and then it molded in there. So I haven't done that yet, but I've been looking at that trick. But yeah, this is one of those things where I'm with you. Like it would be amazing because even G.I. Joe, my shipwreck. I have shipwreck Yimbo back here. Ahoy, ahoy, everybody! There he is. His head doesn't fit on some of the other, like it doesn't fit on the Outback body because the pegs are different. I'm like, come on, even in the same the same line. Like, yeah, that's like what the hell is that?
Not really when it's like, especially like you'll have like, and like I've had this with like Super 7 where it's like some of the turtle heads don't fit, and like, what are you doing to me? Or like the NECA ones too, where it's just like, always make it with the same peg. What are we doing here?
Right. Yeah. Well, this again Hasbro, but like Marvel Legends, there's a couple like neck pegs that are different across the Legend line, and I'm like, just. How? Just why? First question, how dare you? Brick something in the house. What's going on, man? Oh, look at that, talking Spearow and how you doing? Let's see. There are only 151 Pokemon. I'm with you, Josh Brown, OG to the max.
I mean, you got to at least factor in gold and silver. Come on now.
Oh, that's funny. I was on Brick's channel. They just tuned in briefly. Oh, that's awesome. Marvel fan, hello. Just got here. Forgot there was a stream. Well, hello. Thank you for remembering. Happy Mother's Day. Let's see. Machu. One day Yimbo is going to come back drunk and go to reheat food and not realize he just melted a Marvel Legend. No, it's a thing. It won't even be a Marvel Legend. It'll be something so much that would hurt me so much more. It would be like an SHF Spider-Man or something. I'm just it's just... This is why it's the basement. It's the basement. So I don't have to worry about it. Like I don't keep these in the kitchen. Marcus Z, my Mayfix Hush black suit Batman fell. Nicked some paint off the ear. It was a dark day. Marcus Y, I started getting into wrapping. I know we all complain about the windowless era, but one of the things that I did was I kept all of the wax paper from all of the Hasbro, whether it's G.I. Joe or Legends, and started using...
that wax paper is cool. I like that.
It's great, dude. I started using that.
Transformers, they do like little Autobot designs. Like sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Fancy. And even the G.I. Joe stuff and the Indiana Jones had very cool like designs on them. But those bags I now use for head sculpts of like SHF and Mafex. So just so you know, you're not alone. My blue and gray Batman, I just had in one of my little bead accessory kits, and paint chipped off of his nose on one of the head sculpts, and I just was like, the Vader. No, like I was so angry. I was so mad at myself. Oh, so listeners in the house, what's going on, man? Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining us again. And thoughts and prayers. That's a rough one. Yep. I fixed it, but my fart still feels it. It's true. I had a vapor that fell. I held him, and he fell on carpet, and it wasn't from a big drop, and the ankle broke. And I used blue tack, and I could still pose and stand him, but I always knew, and I ended up like waitlisting and getting a whole nother vapor just because it was driving me crazy. So I feel you, Marcus.
My Van Helsing splinter broke the same way.
Yeah, right. Like you
fall on the carpet, and that
you never forget. You never forget. You just know. They're like, what could I have done differently? It's like it haunts you. Rapping, spitting bars. What are we talking about? Let's see. The day Yimbo spits bars, Kendrick and Drake gonna be real quiet. No. Adam says, any predictions for upcoming NECA TMNT? We should see Mirage Rat King and that giant android Krang sooner than later. I would think so. That Rat King looks awesome based on pictures.
Mirage Rat King is done. I don't. Was it Portsmouth Comic-Con? I think J-Shot went to it. They had. They gave one to Jim Lawson because his art was that Rat King.
Right.
So he's done. So that should be out at any point, really.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Android Krang, I would assume they'll formally announce, I don't know, maybe Comic-Con or something.
So I just thought about this. Even though I do count a set of turtles as like one figure, if it comes in one box, it's one figure for my count. So that's why the Punk Turtles, like I know J-Shot had a deep emotional connection to it where they look amazing. Like when Machu does stuff with them, I'm like, oh, like I think about them. But if I'm gonna get another NECA box set of turtles, I'm really excited for that wrestling set, the Archie Comics one.
Yeah, Archie Turtles. They're also doing. I think it was on the Toy Anxiety, Yes Have Some podcast. One of the NECA guys talked about they're gonna do individual releases of the Lawson Turtles, like the Mirage Turtles.
Really? Wait, from that 4-pack?
Yeah.
So is it not going to be the Raph, the ultimate Raph set? Are they going to give them the colorways or no?
I would assume because these ones, when you split this 4-pack up, right? Each turtle is kind of spare.
Yeah.
So I assume you're going to get some they'll do it like they did with the Pizza Club, and there's no way they don't do a tune colored head for each of them because that would be insane.
Oh, they're good. See,
apparently we're getting singles of these dudes.
I mean, that's awesome. The colorways are neat. But see, if I really was tempted, I feel like, would I try my hand at painting? Maybe not, but maybe I would ask my wife to try. My hands aren't steady enough.
You could also, there's a lot of folks who do the spare heads for these.
Yeah.
So you could get a spare head and try painting it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, the painting. A lot of folks, I admire the folks getting into the painting.
See, the wrestling set appeals to me because I'm a wrestling fan and I have all those goofy, and even though
it's a cool I mean, the coolest turtles are always the wacky variant turtles.
Yeah.
I'll die on that hill. It's you put a turtle in a goofy costume, I'm in.
Right. Oh man, all right, I'm gonna crack this open.
Will be soon too.
You know what? Hold on, Cody. Before I was about to crack open Kirby, but I'm gonna hold off for a second because I did want to ask you. Oop! This was cracking me up so much that right before the stream. Here we go. You know where I'm going with this. I would assume. So I got to include the audio. You don't have any music going, right? It's just your voice in your latest.
Yeah.
So.
Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind. Because tonight will be the night night that I will fall for you.
Wait, where did I? Oh, this is it. Here we go.
Mike and Don think they got away with the crime. Mikey simping hard for Raven. Donnie kicking back with a Coke. They're ordering some pizza. But woo, what is this? The feds are here? Everybody put them up? Oh, what are they going to do? How are they going to slip out of this? Will they pin the murder on Baxter?
I've been having a lot of fun with toys lately.
Oh my god. So, Cody, like, straight up out of, I mean, like, it's like an 80s toy commercial. I loved it so much. Just like, the best I can think about it. Oh my god. All right. What was your inspiration for that? Were you just like you just had all of these awesome toys in front of you and just like, like, how did that come about?
Yeah. So lately when I do, and I could show, I don't know, you can see like the light box a little bit.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yep.
When I do the reviews or make videos, I like to have like different toys there in the background, you know? And like if I have more in that line, I like to have the rest of the line.
Right.
And this is where I dabble into like toy photography, because you need pictures for like a thumbnail and you kind of want to like show the figure, right? Because like it can't just all be a video. And so I start like posing them together, and inevitably like I just can't help but play with them. And so then just the silly scenarios just go off in your mind. And that it's funny because I've started opening toys, because you do one skit and then like my child brain starts going. And so I finally opened my portal generator.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Just so I could have canon lore, you know, Turtles of Grayskull Mikey come through. Then he gets murdered, and before you know it, you have this like layered story that goes on in your brain, you know. And now,
oh my god,
I finally opened Autobot Chase.
Nice. Is that Paw Patrol Chase? No, right? Or is it an actual Autobot? It's not like Paw Patrol chases on the case.
I think there's like some like Rescue Bots cartoon.
Oh yes. Okay, my kids have watched that, which is good. It's
yeah, because it says it's the Rescue Bots universe or whatever.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's nice. All right, I'm telling you,
cops involved.
Anytime like these toy lines can pitch something to, like, I'm so appreciative of, like, right now my son is again back hardcore into Bat Wheels, so anything like for that because like obviously, like, you know, even the other day, yesterday, I played some of the old X-Men episodes, and he was into it. Like, he didn't know anybody, and he's asking me, Dad, is that a bad guy? You know, like all sorts of stuff. But it's still, you know, like they're gonna be 5, so I was a little bit more like, okay, like let's watch a little X-Men. But like he loves Bat Wheels again, and like anytime that there's like a pre-K version of like so like Young Jedis, they put out, you know, like there's like the Star Wars thing. They never really got into it so much, but like that Rescue Bots is great. Again, just as like introductory.
And the figure is
Spidey,
awesome,
and
like,
yeah,
it's a cool cop car.
Yeah, Spidey and his amazing friends, like they had a nice little stretch of that where they'll always return back to that after a while. But yeah, that's a cool little car. I like it. You have gone so deep into Transformers. Maybe not deep, but like you definitely have enhanced your Transformer collection lately.
It's a slippery slope. It's like when people like if I was counting, you know, like then they do it. Because it's just, I love toys. I love cool characters. Yeah. And so that's really all it takes. It's like, that's cool. You're in. You're part of the team.
But, oh my God. All right. So Adam says, the Lost in TMNT with true colors. That's awesome. NECA, please give me Undercover and Surfer Turtles. That'd be neat. And then this is for your reel. Dead. You're killing everybody. Dig says we need a remake with Cody singing that. Lokaloo's in the house. Happy Sunday, man. What were you saying, Cody?
Careful what you wish for, folks. Don't encourage the madness.
Oh my God, I'm tearing up. I love it. Marcus says Mikey in his MCR Hot Topic Sharpie fingernail face. That would be great.
I mean, if we're talking like custom paint jobs, I mean, someone did suggest I need to like do the wig in black.
Oh,
And trust me,
yes.
when Mikey properly comes out with Turtles of Grayskull, I'm getting at least 3 more Mikeys because I need a wig set. And sky's the limit. It could. Who knows if it'll end there?
Oh man, I'm still sad. I have to wait till July, or at least through Amazon. So unless I find him sooner than that, but he's still
I got
not
him off eBay for like scalpery prices, but
that's okay. So. But you've been bringing all of us so much joy already. And speaking of, how wonderful were you blown away by Chewie's drawing of you?
Yeah,
he was on that little drawing kick.
So cool. Seeing yourself as a cartoon is always delightful. And I don't know if he released it to the public, but he's always working on his craft. And so there's one, I don't know if he's released it. There's one with like detailed shading. It's just beautiful.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna scroll up.
And like very wisely, he did like the hair as like the promo version that they showed off, where it's like even swoopier.
I'm bringing it up. I'm finding it in the chat when he first sent it to, just so because I think it's here somewhere. Oh my goodness, I have to find it because
I need to put it on a t-shirt for sure.
Oh, absolutely. This is gonna be stickers. You need to do the whole thing here. Oh my god, hang on.
I need to dig out. I'll after this, I'll dig out my passport photo and I'll show you how horrifically accurate that is.
Oh, where is this? Oh, Chewie, I'm looking for it. I gotta scroll. So we talk a lot in our group chat, so it's a lot of scroll.
If it's on Instagram, you can like the search feature. I think will show you like the pictures that everyone sent.
Let's see. It's on the desktop version. It's not as easy, It's
yeah, like they don't.
All right, Chewie, if you have it, send it. Because maybe I just blew past it. I don't even know.
I'll send you.
Or if you have it, Cody, send it to me in the chat, and I just want to bring it up for people to see because it's amazing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is where I don't know if I could be leaking this.
Yes.
But
is that all right? Here we go. Is that all right to share? I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's all right with me. I don't know if he.
Well, you had it up. You had it up on the story. Here we go.
How beautiful that is. That's and I'm even today.
Oh my god, it's amazing. Yes, I've been so happy that Chewie's been getting into sketching like we had on Mega J Retro on the Toy Pick this week, and he drew him, and yeah, he's been killing it with the artwork. Yes, there it is. What's up, bodacious man? God, totally, dude.
Or if I'm just like Costco Karen, like I can't.
Either way.
Suddenly I'm TikTok viral for being a jerk to someone in the aisle,
Oh, I love it. But yeah, it's a little CM Punk with the X. Oh my god, Messi, that was hilarious. It's so good. Oh yeah, that's right, Diggs. Need that figure or sticker. Need that sticker. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. Oh, all right. Now you know what? While I'm in an Instagram frame of mind, real quick. So I wanted to shout out. So they have 4 accounts real quick. So this was not like what I it's one of those things. I write my captions. I've always treated my Instagram posts as like a micro blog, and I write them for the people that
too.
Yeah, like that will read them. I know that not everybody will, and that's totally fine. I'm not entitled to anybody's time. But I write them for the people that end up reading them and enjoying them. So I wrote one today and I said like, hey, so this was the post. This picture I actually took in 2022 for my wife to commemorate, like Mother's Day. But I had put over here, if you read this far, leave a childhood memory involving your mom and toys. I'll share them on tonight's stream. So we didn't get to do that, but since I had a couple people comment, I figured let's shout out some accounts here. So here's Toy Tish. So if you haven't checked out Toy Tish's stuff yet, oh man, I love this. Ooh,
yeah, these are great shots.
That is awesome. I need to use that Peter more. That is awesome. But yeah, so these are some great.
Oh dang, that one's dark. True.
Oh, this is awesome. Look at this. What a great setup. Oh,
yeah, I love it. Shows like the settings.
Yeah. You know what? That's like the big. I wonder if these are both like the bigger. Yeah, these are not like Revoltech. This is like the ones you can buy because I think I have
This
that
is like
Buzz.
the actual like toys.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, these are so great. Oh, a little Star Wars Day action. I actually forgot to do they're all upstairs, so I'm not going to do it tonight either, but I still want to do my giveaway, everybody, for, like it's going to be Star Wars themed, get some more toys out of the house. Again, not buying back any spots just because I love you guys, and there's some good ones. I've been kind of out of Black Series, not that they're not great, it's just that I don't shoot
I've been
Star
really
Wars
tempted
enough.
to get, like, there's a Mando, probably not on sale anymore, but Target had it on sale for like 20. The like Mandalorian.
Ooh. Yeah, they had the Mines of Mandalore at Walmart, but that's not the one I want. If it was the regular with the cloth cape, I would have totally snagged them. But here's E.T. Gerald, another awesome account. Oh, this one I definitely loved on this one before because
Cool.
look at that. That's just right out of the anime right there.
Were you a fan of Dragon Ball?
I appreciate it. I've watched episodes of it. I've played a bunch of the video games. D. Blake Make he coined when Detour and I hug at cons, he calls it the Kamihami hug because like we both like power up and then it's a massive embrace.
Get real ready.
Yep, but yeah, so a great account here too. So E.T. Gerald, that's a very cool. I love anybody that can take shots like that make an arena look so lifelike. I just don't have that space or capability. Oh, and I almost bought this little Goku at Kid Goku at New York Comic Con last year, but I missed it or something. I don't know. Like I tried and failed.
Yeah, those ones, especially those ones, like the pre-order window, like people gobble those up super fast.
Yeah. Ooh, and this is a good reminder too. So Chava Fernando is again amazing human being and toy photographer. He currently has Toys Being Toys challenge. So he's been doing these every couple of months, I want to say, these little things. And so challenge runs until May 31st. He's going to share every entry to his stories, create a collection, going to host a live reaction video in June. So again, toys in a real life setting. So this is all different examples of that from various other fellow toy photographers. But yeah, this was another, speaking of bringing back an old shot, doing some new updates to it. This is a repost of one of his favorite pics from Work More or Less. Like it's his picture based off of Work More or Less when Jason was doing like his tutorials. So we did some updates to it there. But yeah, Chava's stuff is just, again, spectacular. Look at that. Oh my God. The chess. I love that. Queen's Gambit. Oh yeah, that's the caption. Duh. But yeah, Chava Fernando, amazing account. And last but not least,
great work, folks.
Yeah, here's Copper State Collectibles. He crushes it, man. Like he's been getting more and more into like 6-inch scale stuff. But his stuff is great. Obviously, he does a lot of like Lego minifigs and then Mini-Mates stuff.
Yeah, Mini-Mates. Yeah, they're always making making Mini-Mates and like the minifigures look good. That's something else. Because I got like the Ronin ones, and I tried to do some pictures, and that stuff's way harder than they make it look.
And I forgot about that. That's right. He had a little trouble. Well, like he had a whole thing going on. But fortunately, it all worked out. And again, as it says in the caption here, as a token of his appreciation to those that helped me out during his time of need. So he's paying forward his kindness by doing a giveaway right now. So here we go. Deadline for entry is May 13th, and the winner will be announced on the 14th. So that is a very, very cool Mini-Mates set. So
That's
go
cool.
check out
Is there
Wyatt
4
again.
in that one?
I believe so. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's Bullseye. I think Kingpin's in there too with Lady Daredevil, and then the awesome like retro style Daredevil.
Yeah, the yellow one.
So there you go. Another great. And I was talking to him. Right now he's been selling like digital prints, but he's gonna talk. As soon as he starts doing physical prints, I want to add him to. Not that I have a physical wall yet, but I'm collecting artwork so I can hang them up eventually. That's my goals.
I've obviously like I have. It's just fun to like just get yourself some frames, slap them on there.
Yeah.
It's always rad.
All right, so
those photos are great. That's the stuff that makes me like, you just see it and it makes you love toys all over again.
Right. And that's what I was telling Cal the Collector. I still owe him and his buddy Alex. Like we have a collab idea and it's just using the Sabretooth and Wolverine 2-pack. And because ever since I did my unboxing, I haven't like formally shot them. And I just like I hate like he goes, no, I know you're busy. I'm like, it's not like I just feel like a jerk, but it's like it's just literally between.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I just haven't, and I like. Yeah, again, like it's easy. Honestly, it's been faster for me to do filming stuff than I really like to go hard when I, like with the lights and the setups and like when I do my photography, and I miss it. Like I'm craving taking toy photos again, but I am almost out of the woods in terms of like work busyness. So almost there, everybody. Almost there.
Yimbo coming.
Oh my God, summertime is gonna be unhinged, man. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. But let's see. Messi said, oh, here we go. Story with my mom and toys. One time I went to a GameStop in the mall. I found a fig, ran out to show her. So I basically stole it for 2 seconds and put it back fast. And then she bought it for me on Christmas. There you go.
You could have just.
That's awesome.
You successfully stole it at that point. You just.
You know what? Let's show what Messi's been killing it too. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. And let's get some more followers too, guys, if you haven't followed him over on Instagram. So here we go. Messi Photography. Boom. And here's his latest stuff. So that was April 17th. Oh,
you can't go wrong with the wolf in clothes.
Yep. So, and this is, we showcase this stuff. This was the very first toy picture. We actually did a collab together. Ooh. I was very honored. We used the tree stump. So there was mine and that was his. That was his very first over here. But yeah, look, like you could just see the growth over the course of, like instant. Oh my God, that's amazing. But yeah, just like the quick growth in ability, just really fantastic. So love that. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. So yeah, go check out Messi's work over there. I did. Oh, show my stuff. I need a childhood memory. Give me a childhood memory.
You've opened up a can of worms, Yimbo.
There we go. Am I in? Why is it not showing up? What am I doing wrong? Oh, your username. I'm trying to remember your username. All right, I gotta find it. Send me another message too. Say hola.
Yeah, that's why it's very
ahoy, ahoy.
To use the exact same user across.
Yeah, it throws me off. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just, my brain right now is not connecting the YouTube name and the Instagram handles. Marvel fan, I heard we might not get more X-Men 97 wave because of something like that. Hasbro did not know there would be all these characters and costumes. I'm not sure of the exact reason why, but it has been confirmed that there aren't going to be any new legends in the X-Men 97 wave this calendar year. But they are obviously planning. Like, I think we're going to see a ton of them in 2025. So
yeah, at this point, I feel like they could just reprint some of the first waves, because I don't see X-Men in the stores at all. Like I haven't seen an X-Men figure like from this show on the pegs for like months. So it's kind of,
I know.
I feel it. And I know like they delayed the show and whatnot, but I would hope they're like scrambling, because I would have bought some on impulse for sure.
They are showing up. My neighbor Dan wants that Nightcrawler, and like obviously Amazon still has some people, like you can still get a handful. Yeah, but like Nightcrawler has been he's been gone. Like, so my neighbor Dan's like, keep a lookout, because he sent me a post that they're starting to pop up in some GameStops. So keep checking your GameStops.
Yeah, I think I feel like in particular too, like they're one of the companies that really got like bit hard by like clearance and stuff. So I feel like you can see them trying to avoid that.
Yes. Yeah, they definitely, because like they still have literally buy one get one free for pro rewards, and like nothing there than mine, at least the one that I visit all the time. That's like right around the corner. It's all like AEW stuff that I don't want, and like Funkos, which, you know, are neat, but not anything I get into. So yeah, I haven't. But yes, they got slammed. To get to that point, they just, please, take some of our stock. Just get rid of it, please. All right, Cody, I'm cracking open Kirby now. Of course, we got to snip away these ties. Got to have the ties, of course.
Oh yeah, the ties are terrible, folks. That's why I loved opening up like the Transformers stuff where it's like no plastic and there's ties in there. But it's like, I don't know. I think this is the way, folks. I think that's the way.
What is this? All right, I got to ask you about that. And you also pointed out, was it in the SHF review you did, or we talked the last time, right? Where it's like just it was in your review, I thought. Like like just the tray pop, like that, like just having that over the whole thing. The figure doesn't move.
Yeah. Like just how much more costly could it be? Charge me whatever, because they do some trays, right?
Right. Like even in Kirby, there's the little tray, like this little one. Just put the tray over the whole thing. They won't move, I promise.
Yeah, like Best Action does it, SHF does it. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing here?
And Best Action is able to, you know, obviously the plastic's different, the scale is a little different, but still, like, keeping their price point at $20. Like, yeah, come on. Just these ties, they're so ridiculous. And now, like, the hands are falling out of the box. Did I just lose a hand? Okay, I got it.
Yeah, like, it's just like, it's too much. They're tied in like 6 ways to Sunday.
And I worry about, like, hurting the plastic. Like, these NECA ones don't even have any give to them either. They're so hard to, like,
oh yeah, because like Motu ones, they're like, it's like very stretchy. You can almost just like rip them yourself.
Yeah. All right, Kirby's released. They even have the book, and the pencil has a. Jeez. This is like, these ties are enough to make me want to curse on the stream. I'm not going to. But
it's also, I talked about like the unboxing experience at that point for NECA. It's awful. I don't like it.
Oh, like the pencil is. I have to be so careful. Oh my god! Like, I almost broke. I would have lost my mind if I broke the pencil.
Right.
All right. So the pencil's okay.
But it's like you have all this plastic everywhere after.
Oh.
SHF, you pull the little flap open, you're done. You're right in the action.
All right.
I man,
can't
like
believe...
even his little monster guy, there's 2 ties on him, one around the neck.
Again, NECA, we clearly love your stuff. It's just that this is so much that I have to now pick up off the carpet and clean up after this one box. And I can't even imagine now having to open up this Casey.
Yeah, it's.
Oh my god! All right, well at least that's out. I'll get the second camera going in a second, everybody. Just making sure now.
Some folks have like not been sure if this is really Jack Kirby, and I don't know. That's gonna focus. Use of Jack Kirby's image. They went through like his family trust and everything.
Wait, people are doubting it's what?
I've seen a few comments where some folks are like, I don't think that's really Kirby or whatever, and it's like, no, that's as Kirby as it gets.
This stuff we want. That's what we're gonna worry about. Well, let's see. Hold on. Let me pull up an image of Jack Kirby. Let's see. All right. So obviously, first we're gonna look up. All right. So here is real person, real Jack. Hold on. There we go. So that's real Jack Kirby right there.
Yeah, that's him. I mean,
yeah, let's go.
Because it's him in the comic too. Like there's no
right. And now let's see Jack Kirby.
Around it.
in comic. How is that harder to find? What? I put TMNT. Jack Kirby, so the figure keeps coming up.
Yeah, if you go to like Turtlepedia.
Okay, I got it. I got one.
It's a good one.
Like there.
Yep.
Okay. So, I mean, compared to that picture of him right there, this doesn't exactly look like him. This looks more like a hybrid of him in real life ends. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Like, bloop. Oh, you just had him up. Sorry, now you're full screen.
Oh no. Sorry. Hold on, I could do it. Hold on. I was trying to get the pencil in his hand just right.
There you go. So you guys may have seen this figure. I mean, for me, I had to get this guy. Here's all the stuff now. Let's see. So there's my Kirby. Oh. Here's somebody that, like, again, super appreciative of double jointed knees. However, does he really need double jointed knees? Oh, right. He's got the neat. I like those style elbows quite a bit. Those double jointed ones that, like, I like that style.
Yeah, and this is where, like, and do you feel like what I'm talking about, like the squishy body where it's not like a hard.
Oh yeah, even in the back. That's
right?
Cool.
Like, instead of doing like a hard thing of plastic, and the Ronins do the same thing. And
yeah.
This is, you can tell, like, because they have, especially in this Holothon wave, they've done some like older Mirage-ish kind of figures, like the Foot Soldier, and those figures you can just tell it's like, it just feels like old NECA. But yeah, when they do like the squishy bodies.
Now you're gonna have to help me. Yeah, I do. I enjoy it so much more. So I'm a big fan. Now this guy, this little like monster guy. So who is this little monster guy? Do you have any info on him?
What it is in the issue, it's based on in the Turtles series, they were doing the comics, and in comics there's the whole like mini series, right? Where it's like they do like a small run, like a mini series, like 4 issues, whatever. Eastman and Laird, they thought it'd be funny to do like a micro series where it's like a 1 issue just random story, and so they did one for each of the Turtles. And so in Donatello's one, I think it's like in April's building in like the basement or whatever. They have a neighbor, this Kirby guy who's just like drawing stuff. And at some point he found a rock. He found like a magic rock, and he thought it'd be cool to put it on his pencil. I don't know why, because that's what you do.
Right.
And so then he's drawn stuff in his book, and he's not like, they come to life.
Yeah.
And then they like go away. So he draws them, and they like come to life for like 10 seconds or whatever and go away. And he's just like, well, that was weird. But he keeps drawing. And then eventually, like, Donatello, like, because he draws like a portal, Donatello goes through it, and they end up in a world where it's just all his monsters, and they realize like, oh crap, it's the pencil. And so that's why at one point, to fight the monsters, he draws Donatello a gauntlet, like a gravity gauntlet thingy.
That's
like that picture is.
Yeah,
so that's how Donatello, they help battle their way out of it and get back to the real world.
And you know what's really cool? That does remind me of
so that'll fit
the
on
Mezco one, which I don't have handy, but
comes with him too. Yeah.
Is that really what that Mezco thing is supposed to be?
Yep, the like gravity. I forget the exact name, and they've used it again, like in like different stories. It's come up again, like the 2003 show. They had an episode for it. The IDW series, they have a version of it too. And so yeah, that's like his like gravity gun. And at the end, he he draws that picture for Donatello as like a goodbye thing.
That's very cool. And then I like that. I'm again very nervous about. Squeeze it. So this is the hand, right, for the pencil? Like it looks like there's a little hole down there.
I don't know about a hole. I think it. Oh yeah, you can put it through the hole.
Oh, but it would be more like. Okay, it would be more like
you can like put it. You can like I jammed mine through like the finger.
Yeah, like holding it actually like a pencil. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. This is I knew I needed
their
this figure,
accessories
man.
are top tier.
And now, what the heck is this thing?
I believe that's a bomb for this guy.
Oh. Whoop. Sorry, Jack.
One cool thing they do. Oh, no, on some of the Toon ones, actually. I like how on like the Toon ones they like describe the accessories a tiny bit.
Yeah, they don't give us I do like this little guy quite a bit, but he is hard to stand. Have you tried to it's the feet. Or maybe I'm just not
it's like there's just enough articulation for you to like put it in a bad spot.
Yeah.
But not enough to like do it well.
Maybe I got him. Okay. I was able to eventually. It takes some balancing though. You gotta. There we go. Those hands on him do not want to move though to slide this thing in.
Yeah,
that is
tight. That's where you just look. You just gotta bend them, folks. Just gotta get in there. Manhandle. Manhandle.
See, this is where I go run to the hairdryer and
no, Yimbo, look.
I'm not gonna do that. But I like how cool he is. Look at that. Oh, he looks so good.
Yeah, I believe.
Oh, you did squeeze it in. All right.
There's enough give to the fingers. I don't think they're gonna break. I mean, you never know, though. You never know. But
I'm also a baby, especially on streams like where I don't do the whole. Try to juggle too much, so I don't like to ban it just in case. Because I guess you guys would find it funny to see me, a grown man, cry, but I really don't want to break a toy on a stream.
I don't think I've ever surprisingly, I don't think I've broken a lot live.
Well,
I don't think I've broken any live. I dropped my Splinter dropped live and broke, but with my manhandling, I don't think I've ever broken anything actually.
Ooh, hold on. Let me bring that up. Okay, let's see. Geech. That's right.
But yeah, let me get.
That's right. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh shit. As Captain McKay pointed out, Fugitoid did previously come with it as well. In this line. The gravity gun, sorry.
Okay. Now that should fit on like the Toon guys, like, or the Mirage guys, or what would be better suited? Okay.
If you're daring. I mean, the Mirage one, it fits the best.
Oh, good. All right. Well, that makes sense, right? 'Cause this is the Mirage line, right?
Yeah, the Lawson guy, like the fist is tight.
And by the way, Cody, so this is Chad, so Turtles Nerd 88. This is over on Instagram is Geek9933. Again, big fan of like Rage Toy stuff. I was actually using gotta mute that. But I thought for a second that was the Storm Collectibles, but yeah, big fan of Spiro and the Rage Toys. There we go. Ooh, nice job there. Nice dial work. So again, another fun account, guys. Look at that. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Okay, so what I kind of did, I took the hand off and like jimmied the hand in there.
Okay.
The hand is this hand. I'm sure like there's a fist hand or whatever, but like the grippy hand, I put the hand through and then I put it on the arm.
Got it.
See it.
That's totally how I usually do all of my mezco. Oh, yeah. That's so frustrating.
I don't want to connect the peg necessarily because I don't know if I'll be able to pop it off. But it fits.
There we go. Okay. Neat. Yay! That makes me so happy that was included. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Aw, I love it. I love it. Again, neck accessory, like you said, they're the best. They're the best.
Yeah, they really go all out.
Ooh, catching up on the chat too. Captain McKay said some of the secondary market prices on the X-Men 97 stuff is insane. Well, it's been spectacular. It still continues
and that's
to
where
be
it's like it's just us collectors eating ourselves because they're like, oh, this is popular. I better buy them all up. And that's where I just hope, I don't know, if we could all get together and I know it's hard, but if we could just establish we're only going to pay like $5 over retail for anything.
I know.
And other than that, we let it sit and we let all these people get burned, and then they learn never to do it.
It's so hard because you know what? Like if you have, I mean, I don't, but if someone were to have disposable income and doesn't mind, like that's like the whole thing.
I mean,
about any of this, right?
Like I've done the thing with. That's why I have like Turtles of Grayskull Mikey in his hair.
Yeah,
because I paid $50 for it, where it's like a $20 figure. So it's like I'm enabling that kind of behavior.
But they didn't scalp it necessarily. You were getting it early access. I feel like there's a difference. Like you're paying, you paid time. Like you paid for the time of getting it.
It's part of being like a lunatic, because once you're creating content, you're like, oh, it'd be cool to have it first, or whatever. So there's that angle to it, but I also just love it, and obviously I've had wig madness, and it's paid for itself, if you ask me.
Yes, I agree.
Paid me back. So yeah, there's stuff like that. If it's very early, I don't mind paying a premium for it, because that's like you're getting it early or whatever, and I'm saving yourself the hassle. But it's like, especially now with the X-Men stuff, where it's like, and I did like, because these came out, the original, they came out in like December.
It's been a while.
Like before Christmas, right? Some of those, the early wave.
I mean, like that Wolverine. Fortunately, Machu has one for me. Love you, buddy. But that Wolverine I saw in stores, he was sitting on pegs forever. You know, like because it was Wolverine figures were like out and out and out and out at the time. Like there was different versions. Just so many of them just sat there. So it must have been December. But the show was delayed. They actually would have probably timed that out pretty perfectly. Oh, and that works on the Toon.
Toon Turtle, by the way, because it's mostly the hand. Like.
Yeah,
I need to find like a tighter hand for the other one, but yeah.
Well, that's how I do all of my accessories like that, Cody. So like my Mezco, like that whatever it's called. what would you call it again? A gravity.
It's like a gravity gauntlet, gravity gun, gravity something.
Yeah. So the Mezco version, same thing with like any kind of shields. I always like put the hand on and then I slide and try to pop the peg in that way.
You don't want to like jam it through and plastic.
Well, yeah, it never grips otherwise. I need to get the grip going, and then
because it's especially hard because like when it's like a looser accessory.
Yeah. Well, Cap was saying about Rogue in particular. That's true, and you know what? That was one that I had passed on because I had the retro card release.
Because they had some weird timing where it's like I swear just before they released these, there was a version, pretty much all of them.
I mean, like Rogue was up on Target. You could still order that retro card, then the brown jacket, and like I was like, oh, that's the 97 look. Why do I need another one? And now, like the show, it's like, oh, but it's not exactly your head sculpt. He's got the green jacket, you know.
It'd be nice if you could like buy like piecemeal.
They
would just sell individual parts.
True. That would be. I mean, that's.
Because I was seeing one of my favorite new channels is and it's not a new channel, it's new to me, the Toy Federation, because there's a toy store in like South Carolina, Toy Federation, and I think they run Retro Toy Con, which apparently is awesome.
Ooh.
But there was one episode they did, because they'll do like an episode, they do like a podcast now, but you can also just see like they have just through their store, like they're buying stuff from people and whatnot. And he had like, there was an old Star Wars thing, and like it came with like a parts list for like the Millennium Falcon, and so you could just buy the spare parts.
Okay.
I would love if companies would do that again, where it's just like, look, I want to buy Kirby's pencil.
yeah. Like even the that would be so nice.
Yeah, I guess that'd be a bigger undertaking, and I don't know, the demand would necessarily be there, but it'd be so cool. And like if you're just like, I just want an extra Rogue head, you just buy that.
I think I've seen it, like Hard to Find Toys, independent small toy shop. Like I don't know if Renee's been like what's going on with him like these days, but he was doing some stuff like that where it was like, you know, if you're a smaller independent toy store and like you're also a collector yourself, you could crack something, you know, like kind of like, oh, I have this, all right, I'm gonna open this, and then you can sell off in parts. But I think it is definitely easier if you're in that type of situation than it would be to mass produce. As much as that would be nice, it would be collector friendly, but
they don't want to make like 40 pencils all the time.
Yeah, it wouldn't be shareholder friendly.
Yeah.
But just so you guys know, I saw in my TMNT group chat, so I added it. So again, if anybody wants to help, either Cody, you can support him over on TikTok, right? Because you have a TikTok shop, correct?
TikTok shop is interesting.
How does that work?
Like YOLO Park has a TikTok shop.
Okay.
And so it's like I can make a video and like tag that product, and if they buy it from that link, there's a small commission.
Okay.
I'm
just throwing out. I'm just throwing out, like, if
you want YOLO Park, sometimes they have, honestly, like with TikTok, if you're interested in YOLO Park, because YOLO Park or TikTok shop doesn't have a ton of great action figures at this point. YOLO Park is one of like the better ones, but like with them especially, because sometimes TikTok will be like, hey, you're a new customer, here's a 50% off coupon. So I've seen people get that Megatron for like $20. Yeah,
just saying it to me. I can't wait to build all week, but it's like the curse of content where I'm like, I just want to build it, but I'm like, I should make a video. I just haven't had the time to, so I just keep staring at him. But if you want to go help get Cody, go check him out over on TikTok and find some of those videos. I'm just throwing that out for my little plug. Again, in link to all my things is my Amazon storefront under accessories, dioramas and accessories. I just added the original movie accessory set. The listing went live. It's currently unavailable, but NECA I think is dropping it again. Yeah, from the first NECA movie turtle set. So if you want to find that link, and then of course, like I said, doesn't cost you anything, helps the channel out, helps me get to Comic-Con, which is happening, but helps me not feel as guilty financially with having a wife and kids.
Every little bit.
So anyway, just letting you guys know that you can bookmark that that accessory pack if you were interested, because I think that's awesome that NECA has been being a little bit better about cranking some of those out, because those always, like, remember the toddler set just was like so hard to find forever and ever.
For sure.
But speaking of YOLO Park, because Messi's talking about his Cheetor, have you guys thought of making any customs lately? He showed me pictures of his Cheetor. It's awesome. Now I'm making him into into a diorama as a broken down robot covered in moss for a pick. That's awesome, dude.
That's very brave. That's why I don't get into the customs.
Yeah,
I'd be buying doubles or.
Like, again, my only custom stuff is like more just simple kit bashing, like my in the Laserverse, my bootleg. this is bootleg. Something that I don't have to worry too much about piecing things back together. So no, I want to. Again, it's on my list of like things to do, but haven't been brave enough yet.
I have thought of definitely like getting the Mikeys and putting a bunch of wigs.
Oh, this is great. Hold on. Is Jukebox here? Yeah, here we go. Oh, man, we got to get Jukebox here some more love, and including myself right now. This is a fantastic story right here. I stunk out my mom. She bought me Motu Stinkor, and I opened him in the car. I love that.
Oh, no.
That is great. That figure genuinely smelled like garbage. Oh, my God. So here's Jukebox Heroes account. Oh yeah, you got a nice mix of there's the Holothon stuff. Look at this, man. Oh, I love it. I love it. Great lighting. Oh, see, these figures are so silly. Look at that. Oh, is that the chocolate bar from Quick Kick? Oh, that's a nice very long shot.
Boo does love chocolate and candy.
Oh, that's great. So here we go, everybody. Oh, this is great too. I've been tempted about finding this Deadpool. I mean, it's on Amazon, so he's in my cart, but again, I'm like torn about adding, but I might, because I love Deadpool. That's so good. But yeah, so anyway, check out Jukebox Hero, everybody. Again, thanks. I love that story, man. Machu said, I'm dismantling a Nightcrawler figure right now. How dare you? Marcus, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they repaint those figures with cell shading and put them in the VHS packaging. At least it can give fans a new way to get what they missed out. That's fair. Yeah, I can see that. Machis is going to try to take parts and put it on a Kid Omega buck. All right. Marcus says Yimbo swear it would be scary as him looking disappointed at the camera that one time because a guy at the game. No, I don't like that's a very, very special times only. I like to save that face.
Turning to the dark side too much, then you won't be able to turn it off.
Josh Brown is agreeing with us that that NECA needs to have better technology than those damn ties. He hates them as well. Again, like they have to know, right? Like this is so frustrating.
I'm sure it's like super cheap, but I don't care. Charge me an extra $1 or whatever to do a tray cover.
I love this, my dicks. I will offer you a service. You send me your new toys, I will open them, and 1 week later, I will send it back to you. I love that.
And then you have to take all the ties and like melt them down into new figures or something. Like figure line.
That would be neat. Josh Brown, I'm the guy that liked plastic-free packaging. Well, that's what I mean. Like I thought that while the criticism of not being able to see what the figure or the head sculpt, the paint looked like, that was frustrating. I liked what Hasbro did with Fortnite. Like they at least let you see the face to see if you had wonky eyes or anything kind of weird in the paint, you know, like, yeah, like, I don't know, like they were benefits.
Yeah, because there is something cool. And I think for toys, it's great too, because I do appreciate how, for one, it's a box, so it's easy to open, but I do appreciate how it kind of subtly, maybe for lack of a better word, devalues the whole mint-in box thing, you know? Which is cool. I get it, like sealed, you know, but it's like, it encourages you to open them and play with them, but also it's like, it's not on a bubble anymore, so you can open them without an issue.
Well, I've been sitting on my Scarlet Spidey. Look what they sent. Like, this is what they sent me.
Is that Amazon?
Yeah, I think it was. No, or was it? I don't want to blame Big Bad, but maybe it was Big Bad. It was some, but like Big Bad usually, like I don't want to say it was.
On Big Bad you can select like the quality grade or whatever.
Yeah, and now for me, like, you know, again, I'm gonna open all this stuff up, and even as
you should get into mint because it's. Because if you're gonna open, it doesn't matter if you're gonna open it or not. You're buying the product, and the product comes a certain way. So it's like, because maybe you get it and you decide you want to keep it nice, but then when they destroy it for you, it's like, well, thanks.
Yeah, like this is all creased up. It's got the curve too. Like, so I'm going to be opening. Like again, this is somebody that I've had in my hand a couple times this week, and then just like. I ended up picking up like another Spidey to just pose around that was already open. But I'm still waiting to do this because Ender Shadow, again, thank you, buddy, for sending me the cloth goods hoodie. So I'm going to be swapping them out. That's the other reason I haven't cracked them open yet, because when I do that, I need to heat them up, take the vest off, yada, yada. But yeah, that was a bummer. That like... But dude, I got to hit up Harry Moore Design. He's the one that... Or Harry Moore is the name. The account is Harry Moore Design, who does all the artwork. I want to see if I can set him up for a Toy Daddy interview. I think awesome. I think that'd be pretty neat.
The artwork folks are doing on figures is stellar.
Yeah. Marvel fan says, why need a new Stan Lee fig, a Jack Kirby fig, a Jim Lee fig, and a Chris Claremont fig? And I think I forgot somebody, but yeah, that would be really cool. I have my Stan Lee. I want to have him and Jack Kirby.
There's a Todd McFarlane figure now.
Yeah. See, I missed out. I actually went to go pre-order that shoeless goofball. I was gonna buy it. I was gonna get it. Not even because of the bare feet, but that just cracked me up. I mean, honestly, if that was my boss walking around in bare feet, I'd be, come on, bro. Like, what are you this is a workplace. But I want that figure, and I was gonna be, you know. So anyway, I hear he's popping up at GameStop, so that's why I keep swinging by mine to see if it shows up.
I need to. I don't know. Because I don't buy games at GameStop because it's like...
Yeah. No, I just go for figures. Can I help you with anything? I'm just looking at the toys.
but then I feel like, I don't know, my stores haven't been so great. And so, because it's just depressing to go into a store, you're there for like 30 seconds, you know they don't have it, and you walk out. I just feel it's a mix of like depressing, I feel bad. So I'm just like... I
have walked in and out of GameStops without just like... I literally... I go in. Sometimes it's been 5 minutes, and I'm just checking the figs real quick. And I just like mine is so tiny, and it's just the little like rotational thing. And then I look on the wall, and I go, "All right, see you later. I'll be back." Marvel fans meant from Hasbro. That would be neat because I do want to have Jack Kirby and Stan Lee fighting each other. I think it'd be funny
Kirby and Marvel on good terms.
I don't know. That's a great question. I like there was all that stuff, a lot of revisionist history that happened, and I don't know about the family, where the family stands, and all of that. So I won't speculate because I know, but
because I heard like on this one, like the inside scoop, like NECA, like, and they have like their Kevin Eastman connections, and like he's friends with the family and whatnot, so they locked that down. But yeah, I wonder. I mean, again, maybe they've just never tried. But I wonder even if they did ask, if the family would be like, "Nope."
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, right? There's been a lot of like, I don't know if I don't want to say shade thrown towards her, but just like he hasn't been given the recognition for as much as he did from like a company standpoint. A lot of
the older comic creators don't necessarily get treated so well.
Yeah, and again, like Stan ended up getting a lot of the accolades. So anyway, I want to put the super action stuff, boxing gloves on both of them, and just have them punch eventually. He looks like he's being when Armageddon? When he gets sucked up?
Oh yeah, like either through like
the rapture. The rapture. He's getting raptured.
He's about to go Super Saiyan,
Oh man, Solo Sitter just wanted to say Cody seems to be completely at peace with that wig. Does he? Oh, so you're not wearing it anymore, but
did you realize hot. That wig is super hot? Like kudos to anybody who wears a wig. Like I don't even have any hair, but it's like that wig. You just start cooking. I do enjoy wearing the wig.
Endless Fables. Happy Sunday, man. I appreciate that. Watch them while I edit. Love hearing that. Again, that makes me so happy to know that like friends out there are either unboxing toys while we're hanging out or taking toy pictures. That puts a smile on my face. Thank you. Marvel fan says, I'm so happy I picked up Rogue for retail price. And here's a very sad story. Got the Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine and he broke. Got a new one in total is like $100. Oh,
that is devastating.
Yeah. Again, if it wasn't for Machu, he's bailed me out on grabbing me toys. I love you, buddy. I love you, Machu. I'm actually looking forward. Quick plug for Chubsy Wubsy Toys and the Chubsy family. There's a party coming up, a birthday celebration for Chubsy on May 19th. That's Sunday. I think it's from 12 to 6. So I'm definitely going to be going. I'm going to be meeting up with the Sentinels. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So for any Jersey folk or New York folk that want to come hang out. Man, Beast Boy, weird. Your live doesn't show on my feed. Well, you made it, man. Thank you so much. How you doing, man, Beast Boy? And say hello to your mother for me. Say hello to yours for me. That's so terrible. All right. Love you, man. Gave my Rogue to Henrock. Shakes my head. You're welcome. There you go. Captain McKay says, I like the retro card more, so I skipped the Toon one, but it's insane seeing the spike in cost. And Solo Sinner, thank you again. Tremendous, man. Again, it's never expected, but always appreciated from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. Small tip for entertaining content on a Sunday evening. Glad I found your stream. Love the vibe, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, dude. Awesome. Thanks. Marcus G, there's someone on eBay that's selling Marvel Legends G.I. Joe parts. Godfather Toys. There you go. Good tip, Marcus. Thank you. Messi says, have you guys ever went to a store so much as a kid you became a regular? I went to a different GameStop so much they started noticing me getting taller and older, and one time gave me a free fig just because. That's awesome. I never got to that point, but there was a comic book store for a couple of years, man, that I just was there all the time. They definitely knew me. Marcus Yee, I just worked on a mold for a custom Wildcat and some belt details for a custom Captain Cold. Very nice. Samurai Chris says, didn't get a free figure at GameStop, but the guys at the store I always went to would put Black Series and Marvel Legends aside for me when they were about to sell out. That is, see, I'm going to remind everybody, at the end of the day, it's how you know, in your moment to moments throughout your day, it's just how you treat people, you know, like, and that's awesome.
As long as you're not like a jerk or a
yeah.
weirdo.
Like if you're nice to people, like, you know, especially those around, you know, like, so I feel like that's always so important. It's just a nice reminder. I try to always put on a big smile if I go to the post office or whatever, wherever I'm going, just being nice to people. Marvel fan, I got to go to a new piece. Oh, I got to go now. Peace. Sorry I was here for so short. I hope you had a great rest of your week. Marvel fan, thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. Appreciate it as always. And I also like the practice feed packaging. There you go. And peace. I love that.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought they did cool artwork too, like the Dungeons and Dragons figures.
Yeah,
like an art thing on it.
The G.I. Joe stuff they did like really great.
Oh,
artwork
the G.I. Joe stuff
too.
is really good. Yeah. I like those packages too.
Yep. Cal the Collector, I like that Ben fig. I bought 2 and both packages came out badly damaged. Oh. Marcus Z, I love the Scarlet Spider figure. Took the hoodie off and now he looks like the naked Mr. Krabs beam. Gotta throw some soft goods on there, man. Josh Brown, my most vivid Christmas memory is my mom actually getting both me and my younger brother separate N64s because she knew we would fight over it. Not rich kids, mind you. She managed a McDonald's. Oh, dude, that's just a loving mom doing everything she could, man. That is, wow. She knew. It's true.
Also a mom who's like, I'm tired of you kids. And your nonsense, so I'm buying you 2 so I don't have to hear about it.
Oh man, she bent over backwards to always make sure we had a good Christmas. That's what I was saying, man. Hope she felt appreciated today, man. Cal, I do the same thing, but I noticed the figs are priced higher at GameStop. Yeah, they jacked up their pro rewards too. It used to be 15, I think it's 25 now. But when you factor in, like, if you do go as often as I go, so, you know, like that $5 rewards every month, it does pay for itself and then some, but then it also means
pro rewards, the pro program,
25 now. It used to be 15. They just raised it up this calendar year. But what's 5 times 12? That's more than that. Math. What is that? 60? So you get, I'm doing the math right? So you get $35 towards toys, but you have to space it out over the course. So again, you're buying a new toy.
Like, you know, that's not bad. Like, you know,
I mean,
like other savings, or if you're getting games. So a lot of programs like that, like, it's really just as long as you're going there often enough, anyways.
Right. Yeah. I was on it the last 4 years. I let mine expire, and I could have had the chance. I would, like, you know, you do the 50, but I was like, no. I'm like, I was again trying to like slow myself down, and then my brother-in-law brought my nephew, and he's like, is your rewards your number? I was like, yeah. I'm like, but I don't have it anymore. He goes, you do now. Like, and I forget, it was like Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday. I was like, love you, Mike. So,
there you go.
So yes, I've been going and, you know, like trying to. Although I will say, the last couple of times it applied towards something for my kids. Like my daughter picked out an Oddish, going back to Pokemon, an Oddish stuffy. And so that applied there. So it's not always for me. I'm not always selfish. H the Yellow Jack is in the house. What's going on, Martin? He said, GameStop recently, I had to buy one, get one free on clearance items. I found a deceased Batgirl for $11, but couldn't find anything else to get for free. Dude, I even looked for their lights, their iPhone cases, but yeah, the clearance is dried up.
Where you have a good deal, and like to make the deal work, you end up spending way more than the deal was for anyways. But in your brain, you're like, no, it makes sense. I got it.
Right. Digsfig says Plus Pro members price on Marvel Legends are like $23. Yeah, so that's true. You do get also like a little built-in discount. So like I said, you know, if it has paid, like, again, I appreciate my brother-in-law for hooking me up. It does pay for itself, so it is worthwhile. And their newer stuff, like it's not plentiful, but they have been getting all the newest, latest Legends and things like that. Messi said, also yesterday I finally got my first Gomez, got the Agent Edition. Now I understand the lore. So awesome. Can't wait to take a shot with it. Hell, man, you are. Yeah, dude. Those Mezco Gomez figures, that's another slippery slope. I have 3 of them. I know people that have all of them. Man, you fall in love hard. Trust me. Oh, Cody, in the interest of me, still trying to keep to a decent bedtime. You want to do 10 more minutes?
I'm down. I'm down.
All right. So what should I do? Should I? Well, so that's the thing. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, baby. Well, I have such a blast. Like, we could just continue this stream forever and ever and ever. But that's why you and I will continue to be doing these things. This is awesome. Should I go? Suit Casey. Did you get Suit Casey? Do you have him open?
No Suit Casey. Because so far the only area I've dabbled into the Toon line is I have the Splinter Baxter 2-pack was the first one I got, and then these Toon Turtles. But Business Suit Casey is
he on your list? Are you keeping an eye out for him?
Because he crosses the goofy threshold where it's just too cool, where it doesn't even matter what it is, like Casey in a suit.
I thought I was good about getting because I have the gray shirt Mirage Casey, which I think over midriff Casey. I guess they're all midriff Casey. Then I got the Toon. I found the Toon one with the damaged foot soldier. And I passed on the red shirt Mirage, even though he came with like an umbrella and like more stuff for his bag. But I'm like, no.
And those swappable arms.
I know. But
I have the red shirt Casey because I've been more heavily into the Mirage line.
Yeah, but man, first of all, again talking about box art, how freaking cool is that insert?
Yeah, that's really really good. And I think also like the head, the unmasked one, that's a new design themselves, totally original because he was never unmasked.
I thought that. I heard that as well. Well, let's get Kirby out of the way. I don't know I'll try to take out as much as I can because we already know. Look at how many ties. Just look at how many ties I'm gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, it's funny because like it definitely like every time I'm just like,
I'm just like what am I like? I just come on.
Like on the surface, you're like, okay, there's 3 ties here. That's not so bad. And they're like, no, we tied in every wrist, every finger got a tie, every toe. It's like my
Boop. Let's get this foot soldier out of here. Let's see.
One tray, one simple plastic molded tray.
Oh no, I can't even take. Oh my god, because he's got the wrists.
That's it. That's the moment. You thought you were in the clear.
I was like, all right, the foot soldier, nice and easy. All right, here we go.
No,
you gotta be kidding. All right. Well, this foot soldier, this is my second battle damage because I had the other one. That was from the other case, which again, I guess you don't have him.
What was the other one? Was like cut in like the stomach,
in the waist, and all right. So here's the foot soldier. Oh,
that's cool. That's so cool.
Like, look at the inside of that. So yeah, the other one is split at the waist, and it literally is connected by one tube.
Yeah, that's the one that has like it's like a wire thing.
Yeah, and I can't believe it's still kind of tough to make that guy stand. I mean, well, no, I'm always worried that it's gonna break.
Wire, right?
Yeah, it's a very
at least
thick
if it breaks, it's like that figure it already sells itself as like, well, he just got cut in half, so it's fine. But
yeah,
that is cool. That is so cool.
Look at how freaking rad, man. And there's I know I'm probably not catching all the details here, but I'm trying to bring that in.
Yeah, like their sculpt and like the details on that's so rad. And you could do some like if you have like a crackly blue effect or something.
Yeah,
the sparks.
Oh, that's so cool. Even the face, even the eyes, like that's definitely. Hold on a second. This is definitely like I know he's a robot, but like, I pooped my face. I just pooped my pants. Like this hurts. Like, look at this droopy, sad, right expression.
Yeah, poor guy.
Oh, look at that. He's so sad. Womp womp. Oh, that is great. But this Casey. All right, I love the fact it has the arms. Again, swappable arms like you were talking about. Like you could take this jacket off. Oh,
because the jacket, it's just like it's the soft. I assume it's their like soft thing, kind of like Kirby's shirt.
Well, we're gonna have to find out how many ties.
Should we count? We need a tie counter on screen.
One snip. Here we go. 2 snips.
If chat wants to guess the number of total ties.
3 snips.
I'm predicting at least 6 more.
4 snips. Just for Casey or the whole thing?
Just for Casey.
Casey was 5 snips. 5 snips. Oh my god. All right.
And then every accessory will be snipped in there.
We're not going to get through the rest of this in the next 5 minutes. But I did want to crack him open because I want to bring this guy to work. I wanted to be like, professional teacher Casey.
There you go. There you go. You could also if you do your own Yimbo head sculpt, that's just teacher Yimbo.
There you go. In that animated world, right? Oh my god. This is really I like it. So it is a softer it's like the Kirby
you can tell when, they have a new body because they like the and I'm right there with them. They have the squishiness. Where did this
All right, now
I realized I have lint all over my arm. I don't know. Weirded me out.
All right, now these arms are supposed to pop out. Okay, so I'm trying, but what's scaring me? Does anybody have tips on this? Because I don't want
the bicep.
I don't want to pull off the bicep peg.
Well, you want to get a good grip on the shoulder, kind of like you're twisting it around. Like do it like you're twisting the shoulder up, like you're doing the arms above the head.
Okay.
So that'll get you good access to the ball in there. Get that full range on it. And then you just you do a vice-like grip around that shoulder ball, and then you kind of wiggle it and pull as you're wiggling. Wiggle and pull. That's where I think a lot of y'all go astray when you break it. You don't wiggle. You got it because you're kind of like you're moving the joint as you're pulling. So you're doing the torque is in the twist as you pull.
But then I'm so worried about that bicep peg. Oh my god, this is brutal.
I believe in you, Yimbo. I believe in you.
I don't want to manhandle my toy. Oh, I did it. Okay.
Yay. Oh. See, doesn't that feel good? Doesn't it feel like a triumph?
Oh, no, it was terrifying.
No, take that feeling and now do the second arm empowered, knowing that you have the power. You can do it. You don't need to be under the tyranny of heat. Hot water has nothing on you, Yimbo.
Oh, it's like hurting my fingers. My
just
poor
training.
fingies.
It's for one, it's mental training, and it's hand training. So you got to get the vice-like fearless grip. Fear is the mind killer, Yimbo. You will not fear.
Oh, all right. So, come on, you son. This is not. I'm sweating. My palms are sweating. Knees weak. Arms spaghetti. Mom spaghetti.
There's a comment from Marcus Sheet. My NECA don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. My bicep don't wiggle wiggle for sure. You got it. You did one arm. You can do the second.
I'm literally though. This is brutal.
Are you twisting?
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm. Oh my god.
And not just side to side twisting, up and down twisting. You're twisting at all angles. It's a holistic twist.
Oh my god.
As you pull. Because part of it is like sometimes the paint has gummed up, so you gotta fully work the joint in all directions, in all angles.
This one is not.
It Yimbo. Don't give up. Your mom could still be watching. She didn't raise no weakling. She raised a man who can pull apart a figure that was meant to be pulled apart.
See, now here's the other problem. I can't even This needs heat, Cody.
No. Look. No. We got this. Look. So move the arm all the way up and all the way down. You know,
but it's not even like it's not even like going back down. Like there's that.
Have you done the full windmill?
Yeah, here's the full windmill. Oh, this is not.
And vice-like grip on. Because
trying,
the chat, trying, man. The chat is trying to bring you to the dark side of heat.
Jukebox Hero, this conversation was very sus on the radio. I know. I'm not trying to groan in like a. This is not a. Ooh, this is finger thumb pain.
Because look, if we resort to heat, then the big action figure industry wins. Okay, they designed this figure to be pulled apart. By God, Yimbo,
this is not fun for me, Cody.
I bet. I wish I was there. I wished I was there. I could do it.
Oh, but then like what's so annoying is, again, I can't even like bring the arm back down in like. Yeah, this is scaring the crap.
I don't even think this arm is meant to come off. It's the RAF arm that comes off. Let me see.
Oh, those Mirage ones, give me a break. Those pop out so easy. I don't want to hear.
Do they?
Yes.
Do they, Yimbo?
Also, he's got bigger muscles. This is such a tiny little shoulder comparatively.
I forget. I'm pulling off the wrong arm, I think.
Oh, this is very frustrating.
It's the same principle, Yimbo. It's the same joint.
Oh, you know what? I'm such a putz. It pops open. There's pegs on the jacket. I mean, you'd still have to. Like, I could take the jacket off now. Oh my God.
Now you should have more. You should have even more leverage.
Oh, that's true. All right, that's true.
Maybe you were gripping the jacket.
Oh man, this guy doesn't. This is not wanting to budge, Cody. I'm telling you.
I will purchase tickets. I will fly down there.
Because, like I said, it's not even wanting to like. See, like this is a NECA paint issue. I gotta heat that up. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping.
You gotta pop the paint.
I'm tapping. I love you, but I'm tapping.
I want to let you know.
Whew.
Mama Yimbo, you raised a weakling.
This is finger thumb pain. Oh my God, I can't. I'm sorry, everybody. I feel like I've let you all down, but as you know, I've always been hashtag Team Heat. Cody's been hashtag manhandle. So.
This stream will live on in infamy.
Cody with the no heat conversion. Oh, Diggs. Marcus, you might have. I love it. That cracked me up so much. Oh my God. Solo Sitter, glad I made you laugh, man. All right, Solo Sitter. Okay, but why not add heat? That's I will be using heat on mine. That's just a difference in Cody and I. Cody will only acknowledge heat if it's in the directions. So Spiro, Savage Crucible, Mythic Legions. That's okay with him. It tells you, heat him up.
If the action figure company, if they send you the team hate message, they're basically saying like, look, we messed up. We designed it bad. You have to use the laws of physics to expand the clearance on our joints because we just don't know what we're doing. If they send that like shame letter beforehand, I get it. But if there's no shame letter, like, hey, you got to heat this up because we need the expansion and cooling of plastic to make our figure work.
Oh God.
I also like, to be honest though, like my reasoning, like, and like at this point I rarely open toys in private.
Yeah, fair. That I get what you mean.
I do think because we're making these videos whether you're trying to or not, you're just doing like a constant ad for the company, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So I am committed to where it's like, if this is something that's supposed to pop off, or if this is a joint that's supposed to spin, I'm going to try spinning it. And if it breaks, Not that I'm trying to like hold him to the fire or whatever.
Sure.
I just want people to see like this is how the toy works under normal conditions. So like if they say like, oh, the arm should pop off, it should pop off and it breaks. Because in the community, the dark side of Team Heat is there's a lot of like, well, I was trying to do it and the arm broke, and there's a bunch of people who are like, well, did you heat it up? There's a lot of victim blaming.
Right. Fair.
It's never your fault if you break a figure. It's always on the maker.
Yeah. No, I mean, Cody, you again in your conversion. I understand what you're saying. I just this really hurt my fingers.
I also lost. Oh, I thought I lost a hand in my haste to like pop these figures apart. The hands on mine come off way super easy, so hands were flying everywhere.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch that. Oh, I see like this, like that is like from again, without the message of heat your figures. Like that's not a great look. That I can't move that down without worrying about breaking this bicep peg.
Yeah, that's why I never like. That's why I don't really like a bicep cut, frankly. Because like if that shoulder joint isn't working, all the stress goes to the bicep cut. That's a problem with like Best Action has a lot. I've seen. Yeah, and NECA, yeah, because they paint it. It seems like they. I mean, they must paint it separately, but it seems like they paint it after it's put together. So a lot of those joints are just getting fused.
Yeah. By the way, I love this messy comment. Nervously sweating like he had to cut right wire on a bomb. that's how, dude. Oh, I know I was legitimately sweating. That was, and I just tried now again
he's gonna get a bunion on his finger now, and
oh, come on. See, there you go. Great commercial for Team Heat.
Is it, or has Team Heat embraced failure?
Oh, well, I guess it's a matter of perspective, right? Josh Brown, NECA's perfect at their designs. Oh, it's just like silly stuff like that. If I hit that with a hairdryer, I'll have to wait till tomorrow. That should probably go. I should actually film a reel for it. Cody, maybe we'll have to do a little goofy tag team on it. We'll have to do something where you're yelling at me again.
I will torch you in a response. I will.
All right, I like this. This is all right. So
blistering stitch.
Be prepared for a TooMuchNewToys Yimbo style Team Heat hairdryer bathroom quick video of me heating this up, and then the inevitable Cody yelling at me sequence. Stitch. Oh, Marcus, you didn't NECA at one point and say to use heat. Oh, did they? So there you go.
Look. Hey, no, look, we're all in there. We're paying attention. Even if they have said that, if they don't print that shameful "we failed" notice and put it in with the packaging, it didn't exist.
You want the directions page. You want a certificate of
like, shameful apology letter. Like we didn't design it good enough. So you got to heat it up. Also, look, people are like, it ships, it gets cold. We're well into summer. Now those figures, they're on the truck in like 1,000-degree weather. So they've been heated.
Well, that's what I mean. Everything else like is, well, I guess that one knee. Oh. Now I'm going to have to work on that one. All right. See, he needs heat. My other Casey needed heat too. Casey's he's just got to warm that cold heart of his. That's all. Captain McKay, got to grab at the base of the joint. That's how I managed to be Team No Heat with a lot of recent figures. All right. I was trying. Cap, I was trying, man. Well, Cody, this has been an absolute blast. I loved every second of this. I wanted to thank again. I meant to do it at the top of the show, but thank Figure Report for joining me last Sunday. And that was just a blast with Mikey hanging out. And dude, Cody, you're the man. And thank you again. Like Cody's we're doing this as many times. So hopefully get used to this tag team because it's great. And yeah, man. And yeah, we didn't get to talk X-Men, but you know what? That'll be okay. We'll have to do, maybe I'll have you hop on for the inevitable next previously on X-Men with Machu. We'll have to do that. But the show's been spectacular. So without spoilers tonight.
A good deal of it last time.
Yeah. And just so you know, everybody, I've been going back. So Bo, the showrunner, put out like the original series episodes to go back and watch. I highly recommend doing that. it has been yeah. So I have one left before the finale, but I went through his recommendations, and it's been so much fun. Just that little again, just going back through the show, but watching those targeted ones, you'll appreciate it. I promise you, especially with so many like of the nods to it that I've seen in the last 9 episodes so far. So listener, appreciate it, man. Thank you again for everything. Appreciate the super chat, the super chat tonight. Again, very grateful for that. Captain McKay, another great stream. Thanks for always giving me something to watch on Sunday night before the work week kicks off. That's right. We try to laugh away the Sunday scaries here, Cap. So thank you for hanging out tonight. Marcus, yeah, appreciate it. Trixblast95, thank you so much. And yeah, I think that'll be it. So, I'll just hit you with, as always, guys, as I cue up my little outro. I appreciate you taking time out of your life listening to these two knuckleheads talk and manhandle their toys. So have a great night, everybody, and have a great start to your week. See ya.